Hello guys! Nope, I have not disappeared just yet. First of all, I would like to apologize to my subscribers for the delayed video. I wasn't feeling too great, hence this delay. So what we're going to be talking in today's video, we're going to be talking about overthinking and constant rumination. Yep, we've all done that at some stages of our life, haven't we? Or maybe we're doing it right now, just like myself. So how we're going to be identifying overthinking, how we're going to be breaking it down, and how we're going to tackle it is going to be today's video. This is Ashwarya here for the people who don't know me just yet, and for the people who have already subscribed and have been following me on Instagram. Thank you very much for your immense support. And if you have not been following me on Instagram just yet, not a problem at all. The link for my Instagram is in the description box below. Feel free to follow me. So without further ado, let's get cracking, guys. Do you sometimes feel frustrated, aggravated, or agitated for no particular reason? Maybe you're in a really good mood, but then all of a sudden your mood tends to dive in, becoming sad, moody, or you just want to cry, burst into tears. Sometimes do you feel mentally exhausted or emotionally exhausted even after you have had a good night's sleep? Yep, these are all part of the reason of overthinking. So what's this overthinking about? We all worry, and what's the big deal about it, you may ask? I'm going to tell you exactly what's the difference between a normal worrying and a constant rumination. We all worry about ourselves, our life, career, studies, family, friends, partner, etc., etc. But then after worrying, we are able to effectively get back into our routine and live our normal life. For someone who is overthinking and constantly ruminating, this is a very hard task and it's a very vicious cycle. They're constantly stuck in their thoughts because they're worrying and obsessing about a certain person, a certain incident, or a certain thing which happened in their life. It starts off from worrying from point A and it just spreads like a contagious virus without them even realizing. They do this as simple as our body is involuntary breathing. They don't know that they are doing it, but they're constantly functioning and overthinking, and it comes to a point and stage in their life that they don't know which is reality and which is their thought process anymore. They don't know how it begins and how to end this, and they are constantly worrying about something which will eventually lead to mental exhaustion, and doing a day-to-day activity becomes an immense task for them, which interferes in the ability and the quality of the life they are able to live. This is the kind of impacting overthinking I'm going to be talking about in today's video and how to tackle them. This overthinking can be caused by various factors and various conditions, and I will not be able to analyze every single detail in this video. Instead, I have streamlined into the most common factors which causes this overthinking, and they are someone who has PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, someone who has anxiety, depression, phobias, and of course others. So every time you're about to overthink or you think your overthinking is going to be triggered, we are going to monitor this process and track the thoughts down. And the mantra and the magic word is the 3 T's. Triggered Thoughts Tracker. We're going to write down the thoughts, whatever we are thinking, one at a time, rather than letting everything sink in our head and become a collapsed, jumbled bundle. So I'm going to be sharing how I do my triggered thought tracker, but feel free to use whatever the way you like it. This is just a suggestion which has helped me, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I do with this tracker. So I have columns in my tracker, and I'm going to tell you exactly what each columns I have. The first one is going to be the emotion I'm facing in the current situation. For example, it could be sadness, it could be anger, frustration, etc. The second column is going to be the thoughts. What is the thoughts I'm having in that moment? The third column is going to be the reason / the situation which causes me into this emotion or into this thought process. The fourth column is going to be the trigger. What exactly triggered from that reason or that situation which leads me into this thoughts or emotion. The fifth column is going to be the intensity of the emotion I'm facing in the current situation. And I generally do it in a percentage wise. So feel free to do, if you just want to do a rating of 1 to 10 or 1 to 5 or a percentage, whatever. Or if you would even want to have this column, it's up to you. The sixth column is going to be the physical health. How am I feeling in that current situation because of this certain emotion? For example, exhausted, having a headache because of the overthinking. Your immune system has gone down. Something about that. This is just a way of tracking your thoughts and your physical health, how it has been impacting. And the way I see this method is, it's not going to change things overnight, but at least it helps us remove one string off from the bundle, which is a positive sign because we are one step ahead, succeeding from where we started. Here is an example version of how possibly a triggered thoughts tracker diary could look like. But as I mentioned earlier on, feel free to design it and add columns according to your needs. For example, you can add columns like date. Can this issue or situation be resolved? And the options could be yes or a no. And if your answer is a no, you can add another column saying, is it worth your time having this thought? So once you have completed these columns, this has been noted down about your emotion. But what can we do to bounce your mood and get back into doing your normal routine? Write down 3 things you're grateful for. There are plenty of things which we could be grateful for, which we don't even appreciate, or it's so underrated that it doesn't even come across our minds. For example, saying thank you to your body because you're putting immense pressure and stress in your body, but it's coping up, and this is the only source which is supporting you and functioning, and it's still functioning for you. So you could be grateful and say thank you to your body. You could say thank you for still having a good health. It could have been worse, but you're still in good health. Say thank you to your health. If you're having a roof above your head, if you have food to eat, if you have water to drink, if you have a loving family or a loving partner or a leaning shoulder of a friend, etc., etc. There are plenty of things to be grateful for. We just need to open our eyes and look around instead of sinking in our thoughts. So write down 3 things which you are grateful for in your life. 2 things positive about yourself. Just be honest to yourself. Obviously, this is your diary and no one is going to read it. So write down 2 positive things about yourself, a fascinating thing about yourself, and 1 thing which could have turned out worse from the situation which you just noted down in this tracker. Yes, it's causing you overthinking, but think of the positive aspects. Write down 1 thing which could have gone worse if that thing did not happen. So maybe it happened for the best. So in order to track your thoughts, we're going to follow the 3 T's. And in order to boost your mood, we're going to follow 3, 2, 1 tip. So until I catch you in my further videos, take care of yourself, and if you like this video, hit that like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you know what I'm going to ask you to do. Hit the subscribe button, and if you haven't followed me on Instagram just yet, another reminder, the link for my Instagram is in the description below. So until I catch you in my further videos very, very soon, take care of yourself, and bye-bye for now.